And welcome back to the first round of the PDC Dart Simulator Legends Tournament. We're in the fifth match coming up out of 8. This matchup we're going to see Dave Whitcomb take on Bobby George in the lower right side of the bracket. We've got two quarterfinal matches already set to go. You can see those on the bracket right there. So let's get out to the action. It is time for darts. That's always a beautiful thing to see whenever you see that on the screen or in life. So when it's time for darts, everybody's happy. So let's get our players on the stage. And there is Dave Whitcomb. And Bobby George. Best of 11 in this match. The last one went all the way. Hopefully we get another thriller. And hopefully we also see some great darts. We got Russ Bray calling the game. Dave Whitcomb won the bull backstage, so he will throw first. And this game is on. And it's off to a pretty good start. He finds a ton. Not a bad way to start off the day when you first take the stage. Bobby George answers with a nice 81, so very close after one trip to the board. Dave also finds 81. They've each slipped one into the 1, but that's all right. They're on nice numbers, 320 and 420. Now they'll both be on 320. Dave luckily has the darts. He has a small advantage here, but only 60, so he may have just given up that advantage. That's not good for him. Bobby can get to a finish, but he won't. Only a ton, so he's at 220 to 260 for Dave Whitcomb. Oh, that will cost him that sliding into the 111. He can't get to a finish now. What can Bobby George find? He finds a ton to leave a Shanghai. Whitcomb not on a finish, so George is guaranteed a shot at this. 97 to leave 80. That's pretty good. Needs the Shanghai. There's the easy part. There's the hard part. Needs tops. Oh, too high. Leaves himself 40. Oh, that's not good. Then neither is that. Oh, he made a real mess of that. Has 80 and can't even get to a double. George back for tops. Miss. High, high. And the third one finds the mark to take the first leg and break the throw. Dave Whitcomb really made a hash of that last leg, and he paid the price. Bobby George starts out with a ton. A reasonable start. Only 60. He's going to have to tighten that up. He can't be missing big numbers and only getting 60. But only 60 coming back, he was not punished. Dave can still put himself in a breaking position with a 140 or better here, but only a ton just to tie it at 341 apiece. And now Bobby George finds 100. Both these players are very stubborn about not switching, and I say that right as he throws in a triple 19, but these older players, they like to stay up on the 20s. That's just how they go, and of course he throws one in the 19 right as I say that. But, whatever. The game just wants to make me sound dumb. Oh, that leaves a bogey, so George will get 6 darts from 142. And he leaves himself double 16. Nice hit on the treble 15. Best Dave can do is leave a finish. He won't. So, double 8, double 4, and he finds double 4 to take a 2-0 lead. The problem in leaving those 163s, the best you can do is leave a double, and he couldn't even do that, so there wasn't even a ton of pressure. Well, that's not the start that Bobby George wanted, so with anything here, Dave can take command of this leg, but only 60 to at least put himself under a little bit of danger. Well, not with that. Only 68, missing 2 wide of the mark. So it looks like Dave should put himself in a good position to get his first leg on the board. Well, maybe not. Well, now Dave has to think a little bit. He may need to take out the 201 and 6. You see the averages there. Neither player is off to a particularly great start. 125 will get him down to 76 in a 2-dart combination. And Bobby George gets down to 112, another manageable number. So what can Dave do? Well, he can get 2 for double 8. 1 will be sufficient. And he gets his first leg on the board. Now trailing 2-1, Bobby George with the throw here in the 4th leg. And he's off to a great start. That's his second maximum. Russ Bray with the elegant call. Here comes Dave. Well, he switch. Gets the interesting ton. Here comes Bobby George back. Oh, the crowd boos as he misses that one high and only finds 59, but he's still well in command of this. Only a ton, so George is up by 39 plus whatever he can find here. And he's finding a good amount. 134 to leave 128. Very nice. Dave will need 140 just to leave a finish. He won't do it. 6 from 128 for Bobby George. Down to 90, down to 72. Well, that's reasonably manageable. Well, Dave's not putting much pressure on. Well, 2 trebles. Good recovery there. Now the pressure is on. He needs 16. He needs 20. Double 18, and he can't find it. Oh, he went a different route, and it didn't work. Now he can find double 10, double 5. Oh, and he split it even worse. George, double 9. He's going straight at it, and he finds it. What a pickup there. Neither side wanted to win that leg. But it was Bobby George in the end who takes it to go up 3-1. You can still see their averages. George at 87. Dave is at 91, but he trails 3-1 on the scoreboard. There's just no justice in this game sometimes. It's just so much about the finishing that you see both players kind of struggling to score, but George has had a little more luck finishing. Not much happening in this leg. Well, I say that right as Dave Whitcomb reels off a maximum. He needed it to get down to a finish. What will Bobby George be able to find? He needs another treble. He can't find it. 6 from 161 for Dave Whitcomb. There's a good start. Is he going to go for it? He is going for it. Oh, and he missed with a 12 to leave double 19 coming back. Interesting decision there. Okay, 105 to leave 96. Is he going to go straight at it or split it? He splits it. Double 16. Yes! Good decision there by Dave Whitcomb to get to his favorite double of double 16 to hold his throw. And here comes Bobby George back with the throw and a ton 40. That's the kind of start you always want to make when you have the lead and the throw. Don't give your opponent any hope. Well, 140 keeps the pressure on. George has to keep producing trebles, which he is. Which he certainly is. 2 trebles again, 140. Great visit there. Dave needs to match that just to keep the pressure on, and he does. 4 straight 140s between the 2 players. What can George do? Well, a ton to get down to 121. It's manageable. But what can Dave do? Can he find another ton 40 and put on the pressure? He finds a ton, both at 121, but Bobby George gets to go first. He needs triple 17. He can't find it. He goes back upstairs to leave double 12. Dave from 121. Oh, a terrible dart. He will get no chance at anything. 3 for double 12 for Bobby George. Still needs double 12. He finds double 12. What a great dart there to go up 4-2. Oh, that first dart into the one was just disastrous for Dave Whitcomb. He left himself no second chances, no shot at the bull, no nothing. And then Bobby George cleans up double 12. And now he's taking up 140 to take the lead here in the 7th leg. This could be another break of throw. It could be, if Bobby George can continue to throw 140s. Well, that's not a 140, that's a 1. That's a 1 with a 40, not the right order there. So now, it's looking like Dave, especially after this maximum, will be able to hold his throw and cut it to 4-3, but he'll still need to find a break at some point if he wants to get back in this. 1-2-1, 6 darts at least from here. Starts on the bull, sensible. And leaves himself double 8. Very nice setup shot there. All Bobby George can do is apply the pressure, which he really didn't do. 3 darts for double 8 for Dave. Still looking for double 8. Needs double 4. Oh, down to 4. That's not good. George probably will start on the bull from here. He will. Needs the treble. Can't find it. And leaves 72. Double 2 for Dave Whitcomb. Oh, he's in the madhouse. And he finds the madhouse. The double 1 to get within a leg. But his opponent still has the darts. But only 60. The door is open for Dave Whitcomb. If he can get in a big score here, he has a chance. And he finds a ton. He really would have liked a little more than that, but he's at least has a small lead. Bobby George comes back with a ton. Dave still has chances here. He needs a big score, though. He finds only a ton. That may not be enough. Bobby George, he can still get a good number here and take back control, but only 81. He can't do it. Neither side able to take control of this in very crucial leg. And oh, only 60 gives back everything there. Now George in full control if he can just do something. 45 is not something. That's a terrible visit at a terrible time. Oh, now Dave is sliding into the 1 and finding no trebles, only 41. What a very scrappy leg at a bad time for both these players. George the first to a finish, leaving 115. Can Dave find a better one? Yes, he can. He leaves a ton on a 2-dart combination. George needs something. Here he goes. 19 for double 18, and he hits it. What a huge checkout. He decided he would rather have double 18 than tops. A good decision there. Now a maximum for Dave. He's going to have to hold his throw here, break, and then hold again to stay in this tournament. He's off to a good start with that with a maximum. But he will get no 9-darter. We will never see a 9-darter in these simulations. Let's just accept that fact. We will never see a 9-darter. If I say it now, then nobody will be disappointed when we don't see a 9-darter. Anyway, Dave is in total control of this leg. The big leg for Bobby George will be the 10th, because that's when he'll have the throw and be throwing for the match. Doesn't look all that interested here. Dave will just... he can really do whatever he wants. He can just throw a 20 to leave himself his favorite, double 16. George nowhere near a finish. Well, he will be now. Now the pressure's on. Now the pressure is on. He needs to find this double 16. And he has. We're going to a 10th leg. Bobby George with the throw. He needs to finish this off, and he starts off with a ton 40. What a great start to a critical leg. Dave puts the pressure on with a ton 40 of his own. I think both players know this leg is critical. And look at that! That is clutch. The biggest leg of the match, and Bobby George fires a 140 and then a 180. 5 straight darts, find the treble, and he has an 80-point lead, plus the darts. Oh, and here he goes again. 93 to get down to 88 after 9. What a huge clutch trip to the Aki. Dave not on a finish. George will have 6 darts from 88. He does not need to go for this, and he does not go for it. He just lays up and leaves double 18, which he's done well on so far today. Can Dave leave a double? He can. He leaves tops. 3 darts for Bobby George for the match. 1 dart will be sufficient. He finds double 18 with his first match dart to take the match 6-4 with a 93.66 average. Well played again by both players. I think Bobby George had a little better timing than his opponent. His opponent with the better average of 97.43, but he just seemed to not be able to find the doubles at the critical times. Bobby George, a lot of clutch finishing there when it really counted, and that really was the difference in the match. So, we will see in the next match who they will play, who he will play, I should say. Bobby George will be taking on the winner of our next match. So be sure to like and subscribe so you can tune in for that, because this is really exciting. This is great art. So if you love this, then absolutely tune back in. So until next time, guys, remember to have a great day, and remember to love the darts. See you guys.